people.
Doesn't start recording until like 10 seconds in.
Oh, it's just 25 of you. June says it's not recording until 25
Do
seconds
it
in.
again.
What?
Say hello.
No. I'm gonna wait till I see the first
Fred
comment.
is here.
I'll wait till the first comment so I know I'm live.
I mean, there's already been comments.
No,
but,
somebody's gonna say hi, Aaron. We'll see.
Hi guys. Today's special is brought to you by Aaron and our leftover barbecue from yesterday that we walked to Ridgewood for.
That was very.
It was great looking, and the meat was very moist and
Hi,
texture
Jen
was
Thibodeau.
soft and pleasing. But the flavor, man, they really got it up the. I don't know what happened with the rub, but man, I'm no barbecue pit master at all. I'm just saying they could have gone like 10 times heavier on the spice. But anyway.
You know who is a barbecue pit master?
Alright, so I actually have a lot of work that I've been putting off. I have to help contribute rewriting the union website to update it. So I will be in the background rewriting my homework, and Aaron will be the one cooking. He's going to be making some rice on the stovetop, and he'll be making some barbecue fried rice. Take it away, Aaron.
Oh God, I'm not ready.
You're ready. You were born for this
I'm
shit.
nervous. I'm scared. I'm canceling the stream. I'm gonna make some coffee first.
Okay. I'm also gonna make some tea first.
Because we do be living in a society, we have to start our day with caffeine.
I will put up the computer for you so you can read comments more readily. And Fred will be trampling himself
Why do you
underfoot.
assume I give a damn about what these people
Hello,
say?
Netherlands. Can you not antagonize them with your awful humor? Oh, and before I go off to my little world to do the responsibilities that I've been shrugging, hi Holly, bye Holly, have fun hanging out with friends. I made Fred new little treat boxes out of a toothpaste box, and I cut little holes, and there's treats. Hi Manila. And he's gotten very lazy about getting the last 5 bits in them because he can't get them out as easily, so... Hello, my child.
Where's our table?
I don't know how you identify, but hello, my child, Ed Pig. What? You put it there. I never put tablespoons.
I'll put your table.
Alright.
Fred has no problem meowing and begging us for food for 4 hours twice a day, just saying, I'm starving to death! But he doesn't want to put in the work to get his treats out of the box.
It's too much work.
Yeah, so I guess you're not
And it's
really
not
starving,
worth it.
are you, Fred?
Too much work and not worth it. And for anyone who's observing me and Aaron's relationship for the first time, we've addressed several lives to this. We have a very special relationship. It's not
Everybody's
your...
relationship is special.
Yes, but it's not... It's very far from your average narrative of romantic...
Why are you bringing this up now? We're doing fine.
I'm just saying that you will find that Aaron and I have very grating exchanges. And whether or not you view that to be problematic, I'm just saying right now that that is what you will see. And you're welcome to comment on it. But, you know, it's just what we got going on, okay? Alright. Hello, Brooklyn. Hello, Netherlands.
That seemed very out of place. That's sort of just like, you know.
Listen, these lives have no place, okay? They are out of place completely from start to finish, and you've joined into pure chaos. Sometimes it's more tame chaos, sometimes it's more excited chaos. Also, happy birthday to all the dads out there. It's your day. Happy Father's Day. Sorry, I meant that as happy birthday as your day of starting out of being a dad. Whether or not you still enjoy that role, I guess we don't care as a society because we've decided to blanket statement one whole day out of the year to say happy
You're a little,
Father's Day.
You're a little manic right now.
I'm very manic.
You didn't have your caffeine yet.
I didn't have my caffeine yet. I'm not used to living at 9 a.m., which is right now 9.
I'm not used to living.
You forgot Father's Day, Maria. Sorry for yelling at you. I'm gonna try to go do my work now.
Yeah, June, why don't you go take one of those pills they chill?
No, I don't like pills. They chill.
Okay. Anyways, I'm just.
I think I'm also going to plug in my. Can you move the scale out of the way, please? I'm also going to plug in my phone because I need it for later and I don't want to have it run out of charge.
I'm just making coffee. I bought this the first time I went to Turkey, a chebze. If anybody is Turkish here, you can tell me all of the different ways that I mispronounce that word now. And if you want to tell me the correct way to pronounce one of these, then go for it.
Excuse me.
Turkish is a ridiculous language, so I have no desire to learn any more. Well, I'll start on the rice, I guess. That's the one would imagine one of the first things one should do if one's making fried rice.
All right, pulling up. Does anybody in the audience know the right way to pronounce the Korean rice roll, spelled kimbap or gimbap? How do I pronounce it properly? And also, what are your favorite fillings for said Korean rice roll? I would love to know because I have to film a short hosted video next week about it. So.
I think I'm gonna make it
Kimbap.
extra.
Is it a straight K sound or is it like a softened KG hybrid sound? Because I feel like a lot of Korean words have like a kind of like dulled, muted consonant. It's not a straight translation from the English alphabet phonetics. Yes, definitely going down with a pickled daikon and obviously seaweed. Tuna and kimchi. Ooh. Gimbap. Thank you all. Happy Sunday, Nicole. Breakfast is Aaron's making some coffee. I'm making some tea. He's also gonna make some rice and make leftover fried rice. Ooh, spicy pork. Hello, Mumbai. Century eggs. I don't know if century egg is very Korean. I personally would probably love it. Where would you like your computer?
Well, I don't know.
I'm trying to do like a vegetarian or pescatarian alternative. So I'm probably not going to give options for beef or pork. I'm sorry. Yes, I was thinking Spam potentially because I feel like Spam is pretty big in a lot of Asian countries. And I do love the imitation crab meat as well. Yes.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Wow. Yes. Melissa, listen, you can make fried rice with any rice, but fried rice did come out of necessity as a leftover food, so it is traditionally made with leftover rice. You can get a way crispier texture, but Aaron is actually cooking sticky rice, which gives you a very nice fried rice. However, he is making sticky rice, not my preferred way. He's boiling it straight without soaking it. I usually like to soak it and then steam it.
I'm lazy. Hello, noon in Germany. High noon in Germany.
Ooh, tofu gimbap, yes. to make kimchi from scratch one day, guys.
Selma, are you saying hello to people from Germany? Are you saying hello everyone from Germany? Or are you saying you're from Germany saying hello to everyone?
That's my water. My water's there. Okay, Aline, have fun. I wish you the best. Cheese. Cheese filling. I'm not doing a great job of doing my homework.
These shorts are Adidas. I don't know where I got them. Probably tryadidas.com is where I would start. They are very comfortable. They're my favorite workout shorts. I own a lot of Adidas things.
Okay, that baked sushi sounds freaking sacrilegious, but also delicious.
Sacrilegious. Sacrilegious.
Yes, Aaron, very good.
Yes.
I would
You're
like to
welcome.
see some of our head if possible. Do you think that's possible?
You want to get?
Don't be a gross
I didn't say.
8th grader. Okay. Well, we're still cut off. Our kitchen's pretty short, unfortunately.
Why are you such a spice lord? Because I like it. Have I considered doing a hot ones thing with June? What does that mean? First of all, June wouldn't do it because she doesn't really eat chilies because it causes skin flare-ups.
Yep. My skin
so-
is very flary.
June's growing sweet potato, I think,
Yes.
and scallions. And are you still growing any catnip?
No, Fred destroyed it all.
Yeah, Fred ate all the catnip off the plants. If Aaron got IBS, would he give up spicy food? No. I actually started getting, you can't see it now, my hands are fine now. I sometimes get flare-ups like June does too, like inflammatory autoimmune responses on my hands. And I have no idea if chili causes it or what causes it. I haven't been to a doctor, and nor will I. But, I was saying to June that even if I knew for certain that it was the chili doing it, I wouldn't stop. Because chili is really just what makes life worth living for me. So I'll deal with the pain.
It's what makes life worth living for him, y'all.
Aaron, watch Tfue on YouTube. Great Warzone gameplay. I don't play Warzone. I know Tfue, and I don't really give a shit about Tfue. It's whatever.
Fun fact, Maria, I've actually made egg coffee for a delish TikTok once. I think it tanked, and it took up half my day because I didn't have a hand mixer. So I did it by hand. I love Vietnamese food. Aaron is not a huge fan, but he likes some of it. He thinks it's not spicy enough.
Correct. Have you ever made egg coffee?
Yeah, I just said.
Oh, sorry. We had a great egg cocoa in Hanoi. It was a lot of fun. It was just raw egg beaten with cocoa. Do I love spicy food more than June? Yes, definitely. I should try a hot one. I'm not look, just because I like spicy food doesn't mean I like just pure like heat. Like I like spicy food, as I've repeatedly said, because of the way it tastes with real food, because it adds to the cuisine. I don't like it.
Fred.
I don't like the heat for heat's sake. I like it because it tastes good. So I'm not actually that interested in the extreme mega, hot sauces that are just sort of like, pure heat. Because that's not what flavor is to me. That's not what good food is to me.
already, you lazy butt? Shoo! You must work for your food. Because you already had breakfast that you did not work for. Here, I'll give you this easier one that has bigger openings. You ready? Do you want to show people the barbecue meat?
In due time.
I don't think we've had Puerto Rican food.
Yeah. I don't really know what Puerto Rican food is. What is it characterized by, Chad? Tell me about Puerto Rican food. I guess I can prep the meat ahead of time. Yeah. I'll take it. Not sure which pieces I should chop up for the,
I would say leave the turkey because I don't think the turkey would do well as a stir fry. Or just save it till the end. I think the other meats are so tender that they wouldn't mind being cooked more, and they're fatty too, but...
This is from a place called Bark Barbecue, which is a
Bark.
pop-up. Yeah, what did I say?
No, you just kind of swallowed the last letter.
Okay. Puerto Rican food is rice, beans, and fried plantains. Okay, well, I like those things. This is from Bark, and they're a pop-up. It's a dude, I guess, with a smoker that goes around to various places. He was at a bar in Ridgewood yesterday, and I saw it on Insta. I saw it on the Infatuations list of best barbecue in New York, and we went. And basically, like June said,
By the way, I don't trust the Infatuations judgment. I don't like their rankings at all, and that's all I wanted to say.
they also took Prince Street Pizza off their best pizzas in New York list, just because the owners are shitty Italian guys, and it's like, well, of
Who
course.
supports cops and don't really care about Black Lives Matter.
And they make the best pizza in the world, and that's what matters to me. But anyways, yes, so we both have our problems with the infatuation. But anyways, I do actually read them from time to time. Ooh, my coffee's ready. I do actually read them from time to time because even though I don't agree with their opinions a lot of times about what food is good. This is a perfect example because Bark Barbecue was bad.
Not bad.
I'm gonna say it was bad. It's still good to sort of get an overview of the restaurant openings, closings, and goings on in New York. So obviously they cover so much, hundreds, thousands of different restaurants. It's not like if something appears in the Infatuation, it's not going to be good. Obviously that's not the case. So it's basically just a good resource for understanding what's out there in the New York restaurant world these days. No, I guess I can try. I think I should do that during the cooking. For Turkish coffee, they usually add sugar during the boiling. So I might try that next time. But for now, just some plain coffee. And I'm not making Turkish coffee very well. I've never been able to get the foam, the great foam layer that is characterized by Turkish coffee. And I don't know what I'm doing. I've tried stirring it while boiling very slow and low, boiling for a long time, all this stuff. I followed the instructions on the coffee thing. I looked up instructions. I don't know. I'm not a Turk at heart, I guess, or at all. So I'm just bad at it. But it's coffee, and it tastes good. It is also way more than you would normally see in a Turkish coffee serving, because I don't have a cup small enough. Like those Turkish coffee cups are tiny, tiny. So that probably doesn't help, is that I'm using too much water also. But coffee's coffee. This is very stale stuff because I brought it back from my previous trip to Turkey. I got it at some local coffee shop.
Foam is partly due to the sugar.
Foam is due to the sugar, okay. Well, I never asked, so in Turkey they usually ask if you want sugar, and I've never asked for it in my coffee, and it's always arrived with foam.
That's
So-
big. You're really harping on that hero moment, huh?
What here, what?
epic things that I called myself a hero because I was talking about how we idealize and fantasize goodness onto our internet heroes.
Are you a hero? I think you're a hero.
I don't think that anyone's...
You can be my hero, baby.
I don't think anyone's outrightly called me a hero, but a lot of people have written in to say that I've changed the way that they cook. I don't consider myself a hero. I just consider myself a trash queen who likes spleen.
A trash queen who likes spleen.
That's my tagline, y'all. And, you know, whatever you want to call me, you can call me. And I've been called a lot of things, baby.
June doesn't care what you call her as long as you do.
Yeah. Keep your coffee in the freezer. See, I've heard conflicting thoughts about keeping your coffee in the freezer because some people say that keeping your coffee in the freezer kind of wicks the taste away over time.
We don't want any wicking. Oh, I was gonna do I don't know what to call it. Like I was gonna chop some shit up and put it in the fried rice. I was gonna chop up.
You have scallions.
Yeah,
You
I
have
was gonna
celery
do
leaves.
garlic.
You have pickles.
Yeah, I was gonna do garlic, my Macedonian pickles, and what else was I gonna do?
Do you want scallions?
Yes.
Do you want sun-dried tomatoes?
That's an interesting idea. And I was going to do this in the food processor too.
Why? Because your wee hands can't handle it.
No, I kind of just want everything like properly blended. I'm just experimenting.
Can you use these actually?
Yeah.
They're withered, but they're perfect for food processing.
Careful. Oh god, I really don't want to work.
Coffee will absorb freezer taste and smell, says Mia Mansfield. These are the North Macedonian / Macedonian pickles. Pickled chilies. Any Macedonian homies in chat tonight? Today? Probably tonight where you are. Food fighters in NYC today. What does that mean, Linda? Did you add a D to the Foo Fighters? Are they playing in New York today? Yeah, I can try chopping up some hackles. Am I allowed to use any of your garlic?
Sure.
Thank you. It is rice cooking on the stove. Lori asks, what would you do with fresh peas? I don't know if I've ever had fresh peas. I'm only eating frozen peas. Where do you get fresh
Salad.
peas?
From a farm.
A farm? You just go to a farm and you ask for peas? Okay. Hello from Latvia. It's 34 degrees Celsius here. We are boiling in heat wave.
Oh no.
Drinking cold green tea. I bet Latvia is one of those places where you don't have a lot of AC either because it's not somewhere that's used to needing it. Just from Serbia, we share a border with Macedonia, and it's 3:30 p.m. Cool. How's life in Serbia these days? Is a hot dog a sandwich? I would say yes, because it's sandwiched between two pieces of bread. And that's the definition of sandwich I go on, is if you can use the verb, is it a verb? Sandwich between? The whatever that is to describe it. Can green tea be brewed at room temperature or cold overnight? I think anything can be brewed at room temperature or cold long enough. I don't know if overnight is long enough to extract a lot of flavor from green tea, but certainly maybe a few days it would work. Christina says, a hot dog is a taco, I will die on this hill. Okay, but Christina, what if a taco becomes a sandwich also once you fold it? Did you think about that? Maybe it's not about the intrinsic nature of something, but what you do with it and whatever form it's taking in any moment. Good morning, Diana Pavro. If we ignore we have a government, it's fine, says our Serbian friend. Well, that's true in a lot of places, Ben. I don't think Serbia has a what's it called, monopoly on having a shitty government. Although your government is apparently like trying to defend Ratko Mladic right now in his sentencing by the Hague. And all the tabloids in Serbia I heard are just being like, Ratko did nothing wrong. Ratko is a hero, which is pretty disgusting to me. But so, yeah, I don't know if that's just your government with that problem. It also seems like a media thing. But of course, American media is pretty shitty too.
Good job, Aaron.
Yes.
You are not showing any Freddo.
I'm not showing any Freddo.
Yeah, you gotta show the
Okay,
Freddo.
well, I'm doing my best here. I'm not a filmographer like you.
You don't have to be one. You just have to show the people Freddo.
Oh.
Do you want me to move the computer so you can chop on a proper chopping surface?
Nope, everything will be fine.
Okay. You know that this thing doesn't even reach.
Now I'm aware
Okay.
that this is an unbalanced surface, so I will
No,
do
the
fine.
food processor, the way you have it
Yes,
there.
well, I was still discussing that. Any recommendations for garlic scapes or red sorrel that I picked up at the farmer's market? They looked beautiful, but I don't know what to make with them. Already made hummus. So what else to make with them other than hummus? Have you ever cooked with sorrel or scapes, June?
Maybe
I keep
scapes.
putting shit in the wrong thing. I keep putting my paper in the food processor.
It's not easy talking and cooking at the same time.
It isn't. I don't know how you do it. You are truly a hero.
Hero.
pretty much who caused all the war in the Balkans is now in our government, and we are not proud of that either. Yeah, I mean, they prosecuted a bunch of people, but it seems like, you know, the sentiments that caused that situation are still well and truly alive there. Hopefully, I mean, I don't really see it leading to another war soon. But, you know, basically just shitty people being shitty. Sorrel is hibiscus, right? I have no idea. These are some esoteric exotic ingredients that all I basically know is garlic and chili. It is a lot of garlic. That's my secret to cooking, is more garlic and more olive oil. I agree that scap pesto is good. Also good on salads. Raw and salads are tossed into a stir fry. Hello, Lori Blau.
You have to. Can you let me do this?
Yes.
You have to lift this, situate the cup, and then situate this blade.
Got it. So I'm gonna be chopping up it's chili, garlic, and scallion. And when I was thinking about doing this yesterday, I also was thinking about putting something else in there too, but I forgot. So we'll see if I remember. Where Freddo? Freddo is
Left, because we didn't give him any food.
there. You can see him at the end of the kitchen. So I'm gonna add some of these pickled. This is pickled radish.
Probably.
Yeah, Chinese pickled radish also. And this should be coming nice. I kind of want to do it pretty roughly chopped, so it's more like a chop than a paste. And that should be a good flavor bomb for the fried rice.
Can you just tell me when you need to move, Aaron?
I
need
wanted
you
to see how long the
communicate.
cord would stretch. Oh, that smells amazing already. So we've got our chopped pickles, chilies, scallion, and garlic. And we will use that later. I guess I'll slice some meat now also. I'll probably try to use the brisket. Let's see, this I think is a bit of rib. I will use a bit of turkey too, even though June told me not to. And then we'll dig down to the brisket.
Do you know who Vox is owned by?
No. They might actually be their own thing still, like a startup. I know they were for quite a while, but I don't know if they've been bought.
Or is it?
Oh, still a startup, independent.
Well, Vox is owned by Vox Media, which owns Curved Eater, Direct Street, Intelligence.
So they're sort of like their own media conglomerate now. Why?
I'm re-editing. Can you avoid watching everything right now? Because I'm here.
You're re-editing?
Yeah, the website.
Why are you here? Actually, why not just be in another room? Because you're not communicating on stream and you're...
Because I don't have seating.
Okay.
This is how I work. I stand in the kitchen and work. I've done this for 1.5 years. You've never questioned why before.
Well, sometimes you're in the other room, like on the couch or whatever.
Do you want to be alone? I'll leave you alone.
Thank you. It's Aaron hour now. I'm just trying to cube these. Rough cubage. Basically want them to still remain big enough chunks to be discernible in the rice. So basically my problem with this place, June agreed, is that it, like, the meat was cooked, technically proficient, like it, you know, had good texture, it had a good look, it had a good sheen, like it was tender enough, but the flavor really wasn't there. Like, it's like the spice rub wasn't very good, wasn't very powerful, which is ironic because it was called Bark Barbecue, so you would assume and hope that a place with that name would have good bark on their barbecue. And like, this is the first barbecue I ever had that I felt like wasn't salty enough. So I don't know what's going on with that. I wouldn't really recommend it. He seemed like he's trying his best though, so maybe if you're in New York, try it a little bit later. After he's had some time to iron out his spice rub. June, people are saying I was rude to you. Was I rude to you?
I thought you were a little bit passive aggressive. Like, instead of saying you want to be alone, you asked me why I was still there. That's passive aggressive.
Correct. That could certainly be interpreted that way.
Do you think it is?
I wasn't intending it to be, but you know, I'm saying I could see how it could be interpreted that way.
Okay.
There he is. There's that boy. Bye, Linda. What else should go in a fried rice? I've got my aromatic, spicy vegetable blend. I've got my meats. What else would you guys like to see in it? Of course the audience numbers jumped. This is Aaron Hour. It's not basmati rice, it's glutinous rice. The chili I used was Macedonian pickled chili. This stuff right here, because fried rice I think needs, a lot of like salty, briny pickliness to taste great, and this will certainly provide that. And to the other question, I don't really care. I mean, I watched the new Breath of the Wild trailer, but I don't really care too much about it because I don't like Breath of the Wild. It's probably my least favorite Zelda game of the mainstream ones. I know Nintendo has made some really terrible Zelda adaptations and games throughout the years, outside of the mainline ones. But Breath of the Wild, I think, betrays a lot of what makes the Zelda series unique, and it doesn't really feel like a Zelda game to me. So I played it, I finished it, I did all 120 shrines, but I just felt very underwhelmed, and I just thought it was basically, like a yet another Ubisoft clone, not really a Zelda game. So I guess I have hope for. Also, it's funny. I think it's interesting how people always talk about like the next Breath of the Wild. Like the Breath of the Wild 2. They always talk about it in that sense, and not like the next Zelda game, which really tells me that people who like Breath of the Wild don't really know much about the Zelda games and aren't really invested in the Zelda series and the Zelda franchise or the Zelda history, and basically just see the game and the series now as just Breath of the Wild, the series. And the fact that it's part of the Zelda universe is sort of irrelevant. So we don't even know if that game is going to be called Breath of the Wild 2. Like it could be called The Legend of Zelda, the completely different name, So the fact that people are calling it Breath of the Wild 2 just really means that, like, obviously that Ubisoft formula is really popular of sort of like open world stealth action with like RPG elements. That formula is popular, it sells, I guess it scratches some itch that people like, and so that's what people identify with. But, there was, other than like having the characters, I guess, of Zelda and Link and whatever, and Ganondorf, and having some aesthetics of Zelda, the game itself wasn't a Zelda game, in my opinion, which I know is prescriptivist and reductive, but I will be prescriptivist and reductive if I want. And in this case, I think it is called for. My favorite is Majora's Mask. I haven't had any in-season strawberries yet. I have had cherries, which I love. I don't know. I think this is roughly cherry season. I don't really like strawberries because the little seeds in them bother me. Hello, one Jasmine. I think the rice. Can rice be a little undercooked for fried rice? Because it's going to get cooked more in the pot. Hey, Jude.
Can you not soak the rice pot yet?
Oh, no, I'm not taking it off yet. I also know to leave it on for 10 minutes, like you told me.
Okay, yeah. But also leave it for me because I want to scrape the bottom and eat it.
Yep.
Thanks.
Watching your live stream makes me very uncomfortable. June is so rude to Aaron, always interrupts him, snaps at him, then claims he is passive aggressive. Aaron, you're in a toxic relationship. June's addressed this a million times. We have a unique dynamic. Every relationship has a unique dynamic. I don't know. It might have elements of toxicity. I bet your relationship has elements of toxicity too, if you are in a relationship right now. But the point is, we make our own decisions, and I love June. I'm partners with June. I've been with her for 10 years. We get along well. You know, if she has stressed moments and has moments where she boils over, then I accept that and I understand that happens. And I certainly have moments too where I don't exactly react in the same way. I'm very annoying in my sense of humor and in sort of my personality. I'm annoying. I don't snap at June in the way that she does at me, but I'm sure I'm not a complete piece of cake to live with either. Also, we are in an open relationship, so it's not like June is my only source of companionship in life. I date other people, and June, not during COVID, but she has dated other people too, and she's also free to date other people if she wants to. So it's we live together and we do a lot of things together, but we're, like I said, not the only sources of companionship or whatever you want to call friendship or whatever in each other's lives. So it's fine. Yeah, and also this whole thing about people analyze, like Michael said, yeah, you have no idea what our relationship is actually like, Alexis. When people are together 10 years, norms that seem strange outside looking in, because you don't have the context and the background and the history with the person, are not the same as it would be if you were actually in the relationship. And yes, we have been stuck, other than a few brief instances where I've been traveling or Jude's been traveling, we have been in this house together pretty much 24/7, locked in these two small rooms with each other for over a year now. So I challenge any two people to always get along perfectly well under those circumstances. Also, why is no one talking about what 18 months of quarantine does to long-term relationships? I'm also in a long-term relationship that is struggling at the moment. Yeah, basically exactly what I was saying. And also, you know, like, yeah, that's basically right. It's hard. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of superhero you would have to be to you know, be locked with somebody 24/7 and not, like, you know, develop some attention from time to time. It's also hard for me because, or well, rather, it's hard for June because I'm extremely lazy and don't work. And when I do work, I try to minimize as much as possible any work that I am doing. Whereas June puts everything into her job. And so, like, you know, she takes her job very seriously, as you've seen, from the amazing work she's produced in Budget Eats and everything else she's done for Delish. And so she takes that stuff a lot more seriously, and it therefore, you know, causes her a lot more stress to try to get out the work on time and a very, very high standard that she has. Whereas for me, if I had to do similar work like that, I would just be like, oh, whatever, I'm just, you know, I'm lazy, I'm gonna put out whatever shit, I don't care. So, you know, look at Fred, he's just sitting, staring at his plate. It was so sad. But June's a perfectionist, and people with that mentality of perfectionist mentality and a workaholic mentality, you know, get stressed easier, and they, you know, just like have higher standards for themselves than others. Hey, you did it, Fred. You got some out. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat up on this rice a little bit more to cook out the last of the water, and then we'll turn it off. I mean, Alexis isn't unique in asking that question. It's been brought up a lot of times, so I don't really want you guys dogpiling on Alexis because of that. I think it's generally stupid to comment on other people's, you know, relationship dynamics, because it's something, like I said, you truly don't understand. But other than just sort of like ignorance, I don't think Alexis is doing anything wrong. I might have burnt the bottom of that a little bit. It does smell a little burnt. Whoops, I used to be good at making rice. I don't know what happened. I lost my touch.
You want me to come?
I don't know if there's anything we can do about it now. I think most of it's fine. I think the bottom layer is gonna be a little burned though. I smell it.
Why are you still cooking it?
I turned it off the heat.
Oh.
No.
Bernie rice.
Bernie rice, yes.
I'm excited. I'm feeling very woozy right now.
Yeah, drink some water. That's usually the case.
I
that
don't
causes
know
that.
why.
Did you have any water today?
Yeah.
Okay, drink more. It's low blood pressure and probably dehydration. When you wake up in the morning and go pee, is your pee very yellow?
No.
Okay, then you're not too
Not
dehydrated in the
today.
morning. I just mean in general. Tom Brady has talked about, by the way, I'm a Bills fan, so I hate Tom Brady, but he is a great athlete. And he has talked about drinking like many, many gallons of water a day. Like he drinks an insane amount of water. And if it works for Tom, White people should use that comment was hidden. I'll show it. White people should use the rice cooker, says Wuplot. You are correct about.
That's racist.
It is racist, but you are actually correct about me now, Wuplot. I don't know what happened recently. I've not been able to cook rice very well, but I swear to all of the gods in the world that I used to be amazing at cooking rice and used to come out perfectly for like many years, and then only.
It's really hard to do a live while cooking.
Yeah.
Attention is flattered.
Yeah, but I don't know. Recently, in recent months, I don't know. I kind of just lost my touch for rice. If Aaron is aware he's fine with it, then okay. I did my part. I saw something, and the rest is not up to me. Alexis, I'm kind of getting more annoyed at you right now because you're not a hero. I'm not stupid. I am an adult man with a mostly functioning brain that is a brain that functions except when it comes to cooking rice. So I'm fully aware of my relationship with June and my existence in it and my relationship with other people. And I really don't need you pretending you're some kind of hero for making your own
What
judgments.
did you say?
Well, at
I've
first,
never seen you get this angry.
well, no, at first Alexis just said the usual shit. Like, I don't know, it doesn't matter, but it's basically just like, Aaron, Aaron, you're in a toxic relationship, June is like snapping at you, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Looks like Alexis was saying a bunch of other stuff that I missed.
Yes, I do
But-
need to be a kinder person, and I do need to be a more patient person, and I'm struggling with that. And it really does hurt when my mom told me that I reminded her of my dad too much this weekend, because I realized that a lot of these behaviors are exactly what my dad does. He used to lash out a lot, and I'm not saying this as an excuse to continue this behavior. I'm saying that I'm currently recognizing that I am my dad in a lot of ways that I don't like, and I'm behaving on those behaviors that I don't like that I witnessed from him growing up. And it's gonna take me a while to become a better person, and I'm trying to be cognizant of it. And thank you for bringing it up, because every time you bring it up, it makes me more cognizant of it. But change will not be immediate, and I have to work towards it. And so, the first step, as a lot of people have mentioned, is to be patient with yourself, right? The more you guilt yourself into thinking you're a bad person who does bad shit, the more aggravated you get, and the more likely you are to relapse into the behavior, the very behaviors you are trying to leave behind. So it's gonna take some time, so thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for pointing out all of my faults, and I'm working on it. Okie dokie. Back to my homework.
Yeah, so I wasn't that pissed at the beginning because, like I said, it's something that other people have brought up. But I am annoyed when Alexis pretends that he or she, I guess that's I don't know, or they, them, let's go with they, them, is being a hero about this, because I'm not in an abusive relationship, and and toxic is a different thing. Every definition of toxic varies from time to time. And also, I bet all elements of your relationships themselves, everybody watching this stream, your relationship with your friends, family members, whatever, has elements of toxicity too. So I don't need you to rescue me, and I don't need you to be pretending you're some kind of hero towards me. I am doing fine, and I don't need your help.
Boundaries.
Yeah,
They have been set.
yeah. Like, come on, people. Just know when to shut the fuck up.
How's the rice?
I don't know, I'm letting it sit as per instructions. Jim, if you think this is a heavy topic, you should watch, like, any of our streams. They're always heavy topics.
Do you know what I think we should do?
Yeah,
We should try to flip it. I've never flipped rice before.
go for it.
Onto a tray.
Yeah.
Let's use our barbecue tray. They serve the barbecue to us in this. How long has it been sitting?
Maybe 4
Oh, there is
minutes.
still water in here.
Yeah, but it was smelling burnt, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh. I see.
Yeah. I done goofed. But I think the top layers are probably fine.
It's okay. I don't think I'm gonna flip it though, because if there's water, it probably won't slide out. Can I scoop into a bowl?
Sure.
You wanna sniff? Wanna sniff the cabinet? Oh yeah, there's a little bit of burning action there, but that might just be toasty, Aaron.
I don't know. It smelled like, I know what toasting rice smells like, and this was beyond.
It's a little mushy.
It was beyond toasted. That's fine. I was saying I think it can be a little undercooked since it's going to get cooked again.
Oh, it's not undercooked. It's cooked. It's just mush. Perfect.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Perfect rice.
There was nothing to worry about. It's a few sections are maybe a little bit darker than
And we're
I
gonna
like.
eat that now.
Yeah, but it's definitely not burned. Okay. all
We're
good.
gonna eat the Crispies. Aaron,
Baby Mochi, I'm saying they don't need to be worried about me, and I don't like this attitude of them pretending they're being some kind of hero about it.
did they say they're a hero though?
No, but I don't know. They said a lot of things, and I actually missed a lot of their comments.
Okay, well then
I
don't
saw
get
the
so
first
fired up.
comment. I'll get fired up about what if I want to get fired up. They don't have a reason to
Eat
be.
some rice. Eat some rice. Dip it in some spicy sauce.
That's too hot.
Can I put it on your board?
I have no relationship, says Scaredy Cat. Why does God give life just to take it away? Damn, that's the most depressing comment I've seen today.
Y'all, look at this rice though. Aaron did fantabulous. Throw some salt on here. Some smoky
Okay.
salt.
Some smoky stuff.
Yeah. And eat the shit out of that.
I will throw some of this Japanese citrus seasoned salt.
Okay.
I really like this salt a lot. It's a good topping for a lot of things.
All right, we got requests to move on from this topic, Aaron. So
Okay.
maybe give the people what they want and move the fuck on.
I moved on. It's just somebody made another comment around, so I addressed it. Hey, during Aaron Hour, anything goes.
How is that? I'm getting my own piece.
Okay. Put on some of the seasoned salt.
I don't want that seasoned salt.
Okay. This is great.
I'm gonna put the lid back on because that part is still stuck to the pan.
Melissa says, but June, it's... Oh, wait. I thought she was being sarcastic. I missed the not. I thought she said, it's our job to tell you how to be. That would have been funnier, Melissa.
It's crispy rice. The Japanese salt. You're gonna have to read some Japanese.
Yeah, good luck.
I believe it has some citrus, some chili pepper, some salt. Maybe garlic. Maybe not though.
Can you shake on a little more? Lightly, because it's
I
pretty
shaked it on the
yes,
board.
Perfect. Dipping. Love a good salt dip.
Then we also have a mala furikake.
That was a lot.
That was too
Rescue
much.
that. This was hand carried by me from Japan.
It's true. It was.
Man, crispy rice is such a good snack. I was worried for nothing. I did perfect on this.
Yeah. As life usually turns out. We're always worrying for nothing. And then you have sticky mushy rice for your fried rice. What's been your funnest moment on the live so far, Aaron? Are you having fun?
Have I had fun yet? Let me think about that.
Wow.
Do I ever have fun? I wonder if fun is an experience I have. I have fun playing video games sometimes. That's the only real moments of fun I can identify as definite fun.
Selma, I have been doing episodes on spices. They're just not on YouTube yet.
Plot doesn't like fun.
Plot is one of my favorite trolls. Plot is a friendly troll.
Yes.
I have obtained the best piece of crispy rice. The piece that refuses to be released. That is the most evenly cooked piece of burnt rice. Yum. What's your favorite spice, Aaron?
I don't know. Both are great. Can't go wrong with mala furikake. And I've always liked that citrus salt.
Love you, Woo Plot. I like cumin a lot. I also like coriander a lot. I think white pepper, when used in the right amounts, not too much, is absolutely delicious. Good job on the rice, Aaron.
Thank you, Stephanie918.
Does being on these lives make you happier?
No, but it doesn't make me unhappy either. It's just whatever.
Well, being on these lives makes me happier.
I'm pretty, like... I'm pretty level emotionally, like almost all the time. Like I kind of just feel the same blandness continuously.
That sounds like depression.
It's not depression. What is depression?
Is it just zenness? You're just zen all the time?
It's somewhat zen. I don't know, I'm just kind of always level.
Level. What? How did you end up throwing fried rice out? How? How does one fuck up fried rice? Aaron does not like Myers-Briggs or any personality test. Do not ask him.
Yeah, don't get me started. That's a whole thing. I've done enough rants for the day. I did my Serbia rant. I did my Aaron's relationship with June rant. Might have done another one in there too. Rants. I love rants, but they're tiring. Okay, let's get started on this rice, shall we?
Yeah. It's been like 3 years, my dear. Are you gonna put barbecue sauce in your fried rice, or are you gonna put it on top?
That's a good question. This is going to be barbecue fried rice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know yet.
I'm gonna eat some of my pickles so I can smell like farts the rest of the day. I am not ENFP. That's hilarious. I think you got 2 letters in there right.
Where's all the mods today? I haven't seen any blue names. Are they not awake this
Yeah,
Friday?
maybe they're just not in this time zone.
Then we're going on modless. Unmodless. That was a double negation.
Do you want some of this stinky pickle?
Yeah, I'll take a few for topping. Let me get a small bowl and save those for later.
Do you like the fart smell? These are our pickled daikon slices. They smell like farts.
If you could put 2 in there for me.
Just 2?
Yeah. Can we get a spicy chili rant? Rants are for things that are like controversial or things I disagree with. Like I don't know what I'd rant about for spicy chili. That's just I love it. Rant over. This is so sticky.
Okay, guys, you know what? Here, let me tell you something about personality tests. Every time I take the Myers-Briggs test, I end up coming up with a different type. I believe the last time I took it was like maybe 2.5 years ago, and I was an INFJ. However, I will say that the most surprisingly and scarily accurate personality test I've ever taken is the Enneagram. And I am a type 4 wing 3. I am not ENFP, but if you say I am, I guess I am. I'm a 4, yeah. So, the Enneagram, when I read that analysis, I was like, oh fuck, how did you know? Wow, these pickles are great.
What does NF4 mean? I don't remember that.
N is intuitive.
Okay.
F, I don't remember what F stands for. Hi, Gemma. Oh, I took the birds test too, but I don't remember what I am.
Is that like a BuzzFeed which bird are you quiz?
Oh, it's feeler. Feeling. F.
Okay. So you're intuitive and feeling?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever felt things. And what does the number mean?
The number is the Enneagram test. The letters are a Myers-Briggs test.
Oh, so it's a combination?
Mm-hmm.
My personality test says I am me, says Michael.
I knew you would resonate with that, Aaron.
There you go. That's what I'm about.
Hi, Hattie. What's wrong with testing INFJ? Why are we damaged people? Yeah, seriously, which type is for antinatalist misanthrope? Because that is my type. Those tests are all free. There's variations of those tests on the internet, all free. Hi, California. Hello, Cho. That's very kind of you. What does T mean again? Is it thinking? Thinking versus feeling? I don't know how much sodium I'm going to end up eating, but a lot.
Let's throw the meat in here.
Good morning, Ashley.
I'll use some, but not all of this extra salt too.
I need all my eggs for recipe development. Aaron shall have none. The meat is leftover barbecue from yesterday.
June jealously guards her eggs. She always buys fancy, expensive ones.
Hello, Vienna.
Did I trouble you to mix in the meat?
Fred, Isa says hello to you. She says good morning.
Thank you.
Where's your spoon?
I didn't take a spatula yet. I was switching from metal spoon to wooden spatula. How's it smell so far?
Slightly smoky, a little bit garlicky, slightly citrusy, but not very overwhelming in flavor at all.
I didn't do soy sauce yet. Or vinegar.
Do you want to use some of my daikon pickle?
I like the color of soy sauce, so no.
No, you can still have the color. This is just for the acidity.
How salty is it? Because I already added salt from before. You can do a spoonful, one splash. That's good.
Look at all four of us. June, Fred, Aaron, and Pan.
Ham.
This week I will be developing a tomato salad as well as some gimbap. I will be shooting 3 other videos for pre-existing recipes for site. Ashley, you should go to Parrot Coffee and Groceries if you're going to be in Sunnyside.
Parrot, the best.
I don't think I'll ever have merch. And hello, that's the 4th guy in the room. The Pan. The Pan is such a character.
Oh, I thought you said ham.
Not Ham, the Pan.
Okay.
My goodness. You see this miscommunication? You see this miscommunication? Okay.
Maria, haven't seen you in Delish recently.
The YouTube channel? It's because I've been busy shooting video for on-site at delish.com.
Yeah, subscribe to Delish Pro, whatever the fuck it's called.
No, don't.
Okay, don't. June, say the German noodle again.
Schoof noodle. Schoof noodle. Ooh!
This is brisket, turkey, and a little bit of rib. Was it beef rib or pork rib? I think it was pork rib. There's brisket, turkey, and a little bit of rib that we got yesterday. That's not very good, so I'm turning it into fried rice.
I finished it all, guys. It's a lot of sodium.
Would you ever do a meet and greet, June?
The meet and greets have been happening in real life when people bump into me at farmer's market.
Oh, wow, look at that. Look at this. I'm getting another beautiful layer there. Oh, hell yeah.
God, there's so much salt. ND, a lot of people have recommended that I do a themed budget eats where I do one international cuisine, and I've addressed this before. I'm not knowledgeable or masterful enough at any one cuisine to do a solely one cuisine oriented budget eats. The way that I work is I take inspiration from a lot of different cuisines and I just bastardize it. The problem with following certain cuisine thematics is that I don't want to be like, today I'm making Korean budget eats and then do a completely bastardized version because I only have those ingredients to work with. And then have people say, that's not Korean food, because it's not. So, you know. Good morning, Kevin. Will you come to my birthday party? Yes, I will. If my name is Kevin. Is my name Kevin? How many soy sauces?
That was just one soy sauce. The first dark liquid I put in was black vinegar.
Korean grocery stores are not very budget friendly in my area. The only small H Mart that I have is very expensively priced.
It just needs some. Nope, Fred, nope.
Oh, you put it in the trash, he's gonna get it. Why not just let him eat it?
Because it's very seasoned with a lot of different stuff.
Well, he's gonna dig through the trash
Okay,
now.
well, we'll take out the trash.
Aw, Freddy went to the doorway again.
He said he didn't get his meat. It was too big of a piece for him to eat.
I'll give you a piece of turkey, Fredo. Come here. Whoa, Stephanie, did you find a 6-foot snake? Fred, come here. Let me give you some turkey treats.
This is almost like the rice you would find inside of a zongzi because it's so glutinous.
There you go. Bye. Enjoy your food.
Definitely only use the glutinous rice for making fried rice if you really like that sort of like steamed inside of zongzi texture, which I do.
My tooth is still kind of achy. I'm hoping that by tomorrow it'll be gone, and if it gets worse, obviously I unfortunately will have to go back to the dentist. I'm hoping that's not the case, but it's so weird too. It's like there's a cavity on like this tooth, apparently. This one. How did I not brush that one well? How does that one have a cavity? Like, it's all molars that gets cavities. How does this one right up front get? I don't know. The pandemic, it will really stress your body out and make you do really fucked up stuff.
I feel fine.
Yeah, Aaron's never had a fucking cavity in his entire privileged life. You won the genetic lottery, my guy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look at Fred, though. Isn't he beautiful? Our cat lord is glorious. Glorious. My finger is better. No Band-Aid today. I won't show you the cut side because it still looks pretty gnarly, but I finally took the Band-Aid off because it's not like raw anymore. It's still pretty tender, but... Yeah, dental genetics, really bad. LOL, white male privilege of being cavity free. Regina, you can vent whatever you want. Thanks for sharing, and I'm sorry that life truly feels like shit. I don't have anything to say to that except I hope you take care of yourself as you grieve and be kind to yourself.
Feed Your Head takes bone meal to help their teeth.
That makes sense. But you know, I kind of do that by eating bone, like straight up eating bone. And yes, I did. So here's what happened. This tooth, the canine, has no enamel left on it. So I stopped brushing too hard. And I guess what happened during the pandemic is because I was avoiding hurting the enamel here, it caused me to like miss food particles or whatever on the neighboring tooth. And so that neighboring tooth got a cavity. It's just, you know, guys, sometimes you just can't win. You just can't do the right thing no matter how hard you try. It's a lose-lose situation, and that's what life gives you, and then you're just like, okay, cool. Hi, Keith. Aaron is cooking some barbecue fried rice. Calogen. I've never heard of collagen. Have you heard of collagen? Somebody's telling me to take collagen.
Collagen?
Oh,
That
maybe
might be
collagen.
spelling
Yeah.
collagen.
Um,
Isn't collagen for skin and joints, not for teeth?
I mean, it's for bone too, I would imagine, but I don't know. Delish gives us partial health insurance coverage. We pay premiums for all of it. I opted for the high deductible one because I don't want to pay like $300 premium every month, so I pay like 80 something dollars premium every month.
But get charged $75 for a dab of fluoride.
Yeah, I got charged $74 for whatever happened during the filling. They only cover, apparently dental only covers 80% of procedures, even basic ones like filling. What is an RCT? What is that a root canal? No. Hi, Grease. I don't know what little extra plan small cost is, Chris. Why does healthcare have to be this complicated? Why can't I just sign up for one healthcare
Or not sign up for healthcare at all.
why can't all these procedures and medications just come with a finalized sticker price so I know what I'm signing myself up for and I know that I can make the decision of whether or not to continue being sick because I can't afford to get better or actually treat myself with abundant money to have left over in order to, do the other parts of living, like rent and food. It sucks, guys. The anxiety that comes with having to go to the doctor and not knowing how much your bill is going to be when you come out of the doctor is horrendous. Like, that is anxiety none of us need. Yeah, we have mandatory sick leave. It's federal mandated and it's New York State mandated. So. Your healthcare only covers emergency dental procedures, so you literally have to wait until your mouth is rotting.
Isn't that just the perfect encapsulation of American healthcare?
We will save you right before you die.
With much more expensive procedures.
My kitchen right now smells like a combination of wok grease and Jollibee, which is a Filipino fried chicken joint. And
It's coming off the pan nicely. Look at
a
that.
little bit of,
Beautiful pan.
yeah, I know, our pan is delicious. A little bit of like nicely scallion oiled fragrance.
I'd say this is done.
Brittany, that sucks. Cavities are awful. They also cause a lot of dental health issues, cause a lot of like apparently heart health issues. It's just all, I don't know what brand of cast iron pan I have.
It's from Taiwan.
So it
that's all
doesn't
we know.
matter.
It's the
Yeah.
only thing it says on it is Taiwan. Any cast iron pan is fine. There's no reason to get hung up on brands for such a simple thing. It's literally just a chunk of metal.
Hi, Jack. Jack says hi, Aaron.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, yes. You used to pass by Jollibee and never ate there? Like, you smelled the gravy from 2 blocks away, right? How did you resist that? Superhuman. Incredible. I cannot resist that smell. Oh my god. Jollibee. Well, Carissa, you have to come back to Woodside and eat there. There's like
So
always a
Times Square
line.
now.
There is one in Times Square, but you know what? I'm partial to the one in Woodside because I don't know. I don't trust any of the shops in Times Square. I feel like their quality is low. I've had a root canal, Cass, and actually, I'm missing a tooth back there because I had a root canal that then weakened that tooth. And then I crunched down on something hard and it split the tooth. So they had to extract the tooth. And now I've been toothless for like half my life. And my dentist is like, you need to put a bridge or an implant or something because your teeth are collapsing towards the gap and you're gonna lose bone density in your gum line structure. And I'm like,
Oh, I
okay,
remember that.
well, That's life. That's cool. I really don't want you drilling in my gums to put metal and shit in there and then have to pay $10,000 for it. I'm cool. I'm just gonna wait until all my teeth fall out. And if I live to be that long, I'll get some dentures in. Cool? Capiche? Wonderful.
I remember that years ago when that issue first came up, and I was like, June, you got to do something about that, otherwise it'll be a huge problem later. And then I forgot about it.
Yeah.
And so.
That's what I do in life now, guys. When you don't have the money to like fix everything immediately and you just don't want to deal with the anxiety that comes with a terrible healthcare system that can't tell you how much debt you'll get yourself into by fixing yourself to have a better quality of life, you just ignore the shit and hope it doesn't cause you that much more pain, and you just submit yourself to the slow degradation in quality of life and in your general health because you're getting old and you're not rich enough to fix it.
Forgot.
Ta-da! Wow, it's like Oscar the Grouch.
We need a mouth. What's the mouth going to be?
A squiggle of sriracha.
It's spicy enough. I tasted it. You guys can imagine the mouth.
And it's like, I'm not poor, guys. If I really wanted to fix my teeth, I can. I can probably afford it. I just don't want to. It's not worth it to me. I also grew up with a lot of autoimmune issues. Like, I had a kidney condition that would flare up every time I had an infection elsewhere in my body. So the risks of me having like an open gum surgery and how it might trigger my autoimmune condition to flare back up was just, combined with the cost, was just not worth it. So I have submitted myself to being somewhat unhealthy in one aspect of my life, and that is the choice that I've made. It's cool. I've had many second opinions. All the dentists that I've seen throughout the years have told me that I must do something about it. And I'm just like, I gave up on me and you should too. It's cool. I give you permission to give up on me, dentist, doctor. How is it, Aaron?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got an all hell yeah.
So sticky.
Aaron made some leftover barbecue fried rice with scallions and pickles and sticky rice that he thought he burnt, but was actually really good. Spoon is not working. Rebecca is working fine. Look at him shoveling food in his face.
Who?
You.
Oh, me.
Is being a 4 that hard? Is it spicy? I don't want it.
Somewhat.
I'm just gonna pick at the meat. And also this very flavorful looking chunk. Right here. When you see that darkness looming about on the spoon, you know it will be a flavor explosion. Even though my camera cannot focus, you can imagine in high definition what it tastes like and feels like in your mouth.
Blurry goodness.
The smells as you chew that infuse backwards up your nostrils. Crunchy, spicy, vinegar, soft, pleasant, gummy sticky rice with gummy melty brisket. It's pretty damn good, Aaron.
Yeah, everything about this fried rice.
You know what this reminds me
is
of?
soft.
This reminds me of that dim sum that you get where you buy the sticky rice, the glutinous sticky rice that has pork in it, that comes wrapped in a lotus leaf.
That's exactly what I was saying. This is like dim sum fried
Dim
rice.
sum, but less sweet. Not as like Chinese barbecue-y sweet, and more just like a little bit spicy, savory, vinegary sweet. And I give this a 9.
Now that I realize how close it came out to dim sum, I'm kind of tempted to, if I ever make it again, try it with a little bit of sugar, or whatever they add sweetness.
You can still try it with a little bit of sugar.
No, I think it's got to be cooked and incorporated in throughout. But yeah, I kind of want to experiment with making it a more true dim sum flavor.
It doesn't work, guys. My camera just does not focus, okay? You see? Does not focus. It's pretty good, guys, okay? No, if you need your root canal, you need your root canal. You need a root canal because your nerves are infected and you need to take that nerve out, unfortunately. But taking the nerve out will basically weaken your tooth. So if you don't want to have your tooth break like it did on me, you just gotta stop crunching down on roasted soybeans, which is what I did when I broke my tooth. It was very sad. They say add a little MSG.
Oh, I forgot the MSG. Damn. How did I forget the MSG?
You can still sprinkle. You want a tiny angel's kiss?
Yes.
Lift your bowl up, my dear.
All good. Nice. That tastes really good with the pickled daikon.
Fred is very sad sitting in the corner.
Awesome. Well, that was fun. That was my idea on how to both cook food for myself today and provide you some content.
Yes. I will give you all the proceeds from this chat.
From this chat.
Enrica, it was not painful when that tooth broke, but I felt something was wrong because I heard it crack in like my jaw connecting to my ear bone. It was a very strange, unsettling sound, and I was like, weird. And then it started feeling sore a little bit. And I believe I saw the crack.
Look at that jiggle brisket.
So I had to go to the dentist, and then he was like, you fucked up. We gotta pull this shit out now. If you're lucky, we won't have to dig into your gums for fragments. And I was lucky. It broke into clean pieces. But sucked. Have a good day, hopefully. Queen J, that's exactly how my root canal happened too. They fucked up the filling. And then the nerve got infected. So I hope they didn't fuck up the filling here, because it would really fucking suck if I had to get a root canal on this tooth. Well, I'll just be a gapless smiler.
Do you want any more? Such as that bite?
Give the people the wobble, Aaron. Give the people the wobble.
What wobble? I did wobble. I was wobbling earlier. It's hard to tell.
Here, you take that bite that you concocted for yourself, and I'll choose this bite. May I take your crown jewel? Part of it. There is a piece of rice here that is completely glazed over in terms of how crispy it is. And I so dearly look forward to eating it with a piece of barbecue. I think you made the barbecue better, Aaron. It finally is spiced now.
I know. We actually have flavor now with this meat.
I highly recommend fried rice with sticky rice. Because sticky rice has that starch that completely forms that gentle, fragile, yet undeniably crispy crunch as you bite into it.
Where did you get your dress?
Uniqlo, $5. I believe this was one of the last pieces of clothing that I bought new. Like, I stopped buying new clothing after this. It's not very good because somehow I think I was wearing sunscreen or whatever, and it just like forever stained white on this black dress. Very unfortunate. I can't wash it off. Are you gonna get the pan?
What do you mean?
There's crispy crunchies on the pan.
Barely any.
My favorite thrift store is called La Pointe. And they have various branches all throughout Brooklyn and maybe the Bronx. But I've only been to 2 in Brooklyn. Yeah. Very cozy dress.
Try hydrogen peroxide from the sunscreen.
Won't that bleach the black too?
I'm just reading the comments.
for your keyboard hydrogen peroxide?
Oh, the whitener?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see if I can find it.
It's in the bathroom.
Stepping over for it.
Yeah, La Pointe. It's great. I love it. It's so affordable.
I got Salon Care 40 volume clear developer. This says this doesn't. Oh, water, hydrogen peroxide, and phosphoric acid are the 3 ingredients. So yeah, I think hydrogen peroxide does bleach things.
Yeah, but I would bleach the black too. I'm eating the last of my. I bought 3 pounds of almonds 2 weeks ago. This is the last of it. This is how fast I eat nuts, and this is why I can't buy nuts. They're like my favorite stress eating food. They're like crunchy. Yes, freezer nuts. I really like freezing nuts. They're like crunchy, but soft, a little bit fatty, but plain, and they just make me feel comforted. You know? I don't know why I love them, but I do. If you freeze peanuts and you eat them straight out of the freezer and you chew them really well, they taste like fresh ground peanut butter in your mouth. Ugh. I got 3 pounds of almonds for $10 at Patel Brothers, so it's not expensive if you go for almonds at Patel Brothers. They also sell like 4 pounds of broken cashews for $17, so it's
Yeah.
only like $4 a pound if you buy the broken stuff. So Patel Brothers, really fucking awesome deals.
Just
on
go to
us.
Patel Brothers, people who live in
I know.
Macedonia.
I know. Not accessible to everyone, but in my area. If people are telling me that I can't chew on things because it'll wear away on my teeth, then I think
How are you
it's
supposed to eat food?
I think it's just a sign that I have to die. You know, like there's a reason why we used to die when we were in our 30s and 40s. The reason being living is dying. So in a lot of ways, all these health advice that we're getting tells us ways to elongate our lives, but do they actually increase our quality of life? Because I don't know if I want to live if I can't chew nuts, you know? And I don't know if I'm willing to make that trade-off to live like 20 years longer. I'll just crumble to pieces, you know? Like, I love it. So why would I want to live longer if I can't do the things that I love? Oh, hi, Fred. When did you come back? We're 32. You know? Look at Fred. He's gorgeous. Ooh, Ashley. I did a whole video on how to use carrot tops and beet tops. If you, let me see if I can find it, and I'll link you.
I'm gonna let that stuff soak.
Okay. Why can't I find this shit? Was that a satisfactory process?
Yeah, that was great.
Sorry, it's taking me forever because our site search sucks.
Hope everybody had a good time making fried rice with me.
Uh-huh.
That's Fred again. I always block Fred. And I'm gonna leave now. Bye.
Bye, Aaron. Wow. I can't find the shit. Here is a very simple recipe, very basic for just how to stir fry the beet greens. But the other one that I'm looking for, it's the same video on both. So if you watch through the video, I show you everything you can make with like parts of veggies that you normally throw out. And here's what I made with the carrot tops, which turned out really good. I really like that carrot top pesto. I don't know what it would mean to go up against capitalism. I feel like by unionizing, that's kind of going up against capitalism. I don't know in terms of concrete action what that would entail. But listen, I also know that the version of capitalism that we have now is obviously not healthy. But I also don't know what other alternatives of living would look like and how successful they would be over time. Let's not, in the same way that I fantasize about being on an alpaca farm, I fantasize about not being in a capitalist society. But that does not mean that I will have the fucking time of my life being on an alpaca farm. And it does not mean that any other alternative we usher in will be for sure better than the capitalism that we have now. It will take a lot of hashing out, and what is at the heart of our problems right now is how we've been educated to think about individual success and how we've been cultivated to hold on to materialistic things as part of our effort to deny the reality of our deaths. I feel like we use things like wealth, success, fame, and profit to delay the unavoidable grief that we have about dying. And anger and fear makes us act out in illogical ways that include perpetuating other people's suffering for our own benefit. And it's turned us into these normalized monsters. And until we can re-educate ourselves and reformat our brains in such a way that we no longer run away from the idea of death as bad and aging as bad and dying as bad, can we actually start to change how we navigate around in this world that we've created? Because all the miseries that we are living through now, we have collectively created. Granted, some of us have had more power in deciding how to organize society, for sure. That's a huge part of the problem too. But given that we are I'm in a union right now with close to 500 unit members. Even coming upon consensus among 500 people is a task. It's draining. So I can only imagine what organizing 8 billion people around the world would look like. It's probably near impossible. It's beyond human capability. Which is to say, I don't have an easy answer. Sure, I will rise up against capitalism as it stands now because it's certainly not working for a lot of people. But what alternative am I fighting for? Because I think to realize that something is bad is the first step. To do something is the second step. But you have to make sure that you hit the third step, which is to know that the impact of your actions will result in something better than the thing that you just overthrew, which has not always been the case. We've overthrown a lot of governments only to implement governments that don't do much better. So then at that point we have to ask ourselves, like, well, what the fuck is wrong? Like, what are we actually advocating for? And why do our intentions become contorted? And why do good things become bad things? Those are a lot of questions that I don't have answers to. And Fred, I don't think have answers either. Do you, Fred? Do you have answers, Fredo? How should we fix society? Oh, he's definitely been gaining weight. He's been yelling at us to feed him more and more and more and more and more. He's gonna be a fat cat. He's gonna be a fat cat. A fatty, 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 fat cat. I love you, fat cat. I love you, fat cat. Love you, love you, love you, love you, fat cat. Yes. Look at him. The face of peace. The face of peace. Ow. Ow. Okay. Alright. You don't want me to touch you. That's cool. You'll just have to play that last 20 seconds over and over again. What's up with your cowl? What's up with your tail? Your little swishy tail? Swishy tail, swishy tail, swishy, swishy tail. Alright, I guess I better go do the rest of my homework and go compost and do all of my responsibilities and stuff like that. And thank you guys so much for being here with Fred. Look at it. Look at Fred. Fred, say bye. Wish the people a good Sunday.